our viewers. Having a look at Peatling's Richmond best from 1950. Okay, Barry, let's have a look at the back line. Max Hoppy.
Max Hoppy, number 14 for Richmond, a very tough footballer. He probably put the fear of life in most of the forward pockets back in them days. He was a very good footballer too, and he put the fear of God in most of the players, but he could play football.
Alright, Fred Swift, he was the vice captain in the team.
Fred Swift, he was probably one of the best fullbacks Richmond's seen the last 40 years. He was captain of that 1967 flag side, I think it was 67, yeah. Very good football, very straight ahead, classy football, Cole.
Michael Green in the back pocket.
Michael Green was a very good ruckman. Got him in the back pocket there. This is sort of the 1960 side, where they picked him back in them days. He was a very good knock ruckman. Yeah, very underrated player, Michael Green.
Okay, well, going to the half-backs, Francis Burke.
Francis Burke started on the wing with Dick Clay back in the 66, I think it was 67. Finished up at full-back, but he was a very good half-back player too, a very tough and very classy footballer.
Okay, right in the centre half, Don Mopsy Fraser.
Don Mopsy Fraser, I seen him when I was a kid. He finished about 1955. He actually held Coleman down to about 2 or 3 goals one day down Punt Road. Very tough and very rugged football, but very classy football, Colin. But he put the fear of God on most of his opponents back in them days, I can tell you now.
Well, a name that everyone knows, Kevin Sheedy.
Kevin Sheedy could probably play anywhere on the ground, apart from fullback, he could play anywhere. But he was a very tough footballer too, very classy, very smart. He put the shits up a few other players too in his time. So, yeah, Kevin Sheedy, good for. He picked himself, mate. All
right, looking at the centre line now, Dick Clay.
Dick Clay started on the wing, finished up with fullback, but he was a very classy wingman. Burke, Barrett, and Clay centre line back in the 60s, probably the best centre line in the competition back in the days, but he was a very good footballer, Dick Clay, but finished up with full back.
Running around the centre, Ian Stewart.
Ian Stewart, number 2 at Richmond, number 5 at St Kilda, but he was a classy footballer. Ian Stewart, 1-2 Brownlows, left a beautiful footballer, classy, took the big mark for his size, and I could play football, Colin.
Alright, Jeff Rains then.
Jeff Rains won a couple of best and fairest. He was sort of started about 78, I think he was. I think he dismissed the 1980 Premiership side, but he was a very good footballer, Jeff Rains. Very quick and very talented, good to watch.
Alright, you got a person who you had also in your AFL team from the 50s, Roger Dean.
Roger Dean, oh yeah, he was the most underrated footballer Richmond's ever seen, I reckon, the last 40 years. I actually started my football career with him, but he could play. He represented Victoria, back pocket, half forward, flank, and ruck row, which is a very, very good achievement for a little fellow, about 5'9", and a champion fellow too.
Right, now to your centre half forward and your captain.
Royce Hart, number 4. I should be giving numbers to other players too, but I'll go back in there one day. But Royce Hart, best centre half forward, just in front of Wayne Carey, I'd say, but he could come on and turn a game in 10 minutes, Royce Hart. He was a fantastic footballer and very classy to watch too.
And then over to your number 6 on the half-forward line.
Paul Sproul, very good footballer, Paul Sproul. We got him from Essendon back in, might have been 68, 69. We came over and he played in the 69 flag, I think it was 69 flag, and the 73 and 74. Oh, he was very quick and very classy, and you're good to watch too.
Okay, Neville Crowe on your forward line.
Neville Crowe was captain of the 67 flag side, I think. But good ruck on Neville Crowe. He was very unlucky not to play in one of those finals. He was suspended. I think it might have been 67. He got suspended through having a bit of a tap at John Nichols. Oh yeah, he was a good ruck. I actually rode to him when I was playing in seconds. Yeah, good fella too.
Okay. Now, your full forward there, Disco. Michael
Roach, best full forward Richmond's ever had, without any shadow of doubt. The 1980 flag, I think he kicked, I stand to be quoted there, Colin, but I think he kicked 100 goals that year from full forward.
Wow.
And, take the big mark, go as high as that roof, kick the ball a mile. Very good to watch too.
Now, crumbing to Disco was the Flea.
Dale Waiton, he was a bit like Roger Dean, very, very underrated. He could, he's only about 5'7", 5'6", and very quick with the handball. Captain Victoria a couple of years. That's how good he was. I mean, when he played for Victoria, he just got best on the ground 2 or 3 times. So he was, and he was like the engine room with on Richard forward line, Dale Waiton.
Okay. Now looking at the rucks, we've got Bill Morris.
Bill Morris, a lot of these people, you have to be probably over 55 to know this fella, but Bill Morris back in 1952 or 1953, he won the Brownlow, and then Roy Wright the following year won the next Brownlow. But Bill Morris was captain of Richmond, number 5. Very good left-hander, palmed the ball very well to his Rovers, and he was at a very young death too. He could commit suicide, would you believe? Poor old Bill Morris. But anyway, that's the way it goes. But he was a champion footballer.
A modern-day player, Wayne Campbell.
Wayne Campbell, number 9, good ruck row for Richmond. He was another player that wasn't sort of got under the radar. I think he won about 4 or 5 breast and fairest of Richmond, which is unbelievable. Played for a long time. I think he played 300 games, close to 300 games, and pretty tough and a good leader.
Now talking about playing for a long time, a 403 gamer.
Kay Bartlett, number 29, another 29. There's Mopsy Fraser, 29. Ronnie Brandt was 29, and Kevin Bartlett was 29. Kevin Bartlett, he was a freak. He went for 100 years, played for 100, felt like he played for 100 years, but he was just so tough and durable. He run all day. He loves kicking goals. He never
Hungry.
Handball.
He was hungry.
That's why I call him hungry. But he never handball. He might have handball once. That was probably unintentional too.
Yeah.
But he was a classy footballer, and now he's a very good broadcaster now.
Okay, now looking at an interchange bench, Roy Wright.
Roy Wright, dual Brownlow medalist. No, but you have to be over 58 to get. No, you have to be over 60 now. This fellow, he was won 2 Brownlows in 52 and 59, and I actually nearly rode to him in 1959, but I never got the chance to do it. But very good knock ruckman, kicked the ball. Actually holds the record, Colin. I was there the day in 1956-57, got the ball on the half-forward flank on the Patton Road outer wing, kicked the ball, went 90 yards, right to the goals.
Big kick.
Champion football.
Well, what about Brian Wood?
Very good wing. It was a toss-up between him and Jeff Rains to get in that second wing spot there. Very durable, Brian Wood. He finished up going to Essendon, but he played for Richmond to a couple of premiership sides, I think, and very good footballer, Colin, yeah.
Well, you got current Essendon coach.
Who?
Current Essendon coach.
Matthew
Knights. Matthew Knights.
Oh, Matty Knights, yes,
Oh.
Matty Knights, number 33. He was probably on the present day footballers. Probably there's only about 2 or 3 footballers. 2 of these present days, the last 10 years I'm talking about, get in this my team. Matty Knights, a very good footballer. Left footer, played half-forward flank in the centre, represented Victoria probably a few times. Oh yeah, very good to watch too, Colin.
Well, just scraped in Matthew Richardson.
Well, there was a toss-up, Colin, about Matthew Richardson. He was, he was very hot and cold, but he actually should. I was down the Richmond Social Club a few years ago, a couple of years ago. No, it might have been about 5 years ago, and we talked about trading. I thought, well, I was talking to Neville Crowe. I said, why don't you trade? He said, no, it might be too much of an uproar from supporters. But look, he was very good on his day, and when he was off, he was very bad. Dropped his head too many times, Colin, and threw the towel in.
Now, just quickly, we've got a minute to talk about emergencies. Firstly, 2 of them. Billy Wilson.
Billy Wilson, champion rower, used to row for Roy Wright, and actually coached me, Colin. Billy Wilson, when I was playing the thirds, and he was a tough little rover too, and very classy too. Des Rowe. Former captain of Richmond. I think he passed away a couple of years ago. He was a captain in the 50s, centre back, represented Victoria for 2 or 3 times. Oh yes, a very tough footballer, and was in a pretty good era at the time with Mopsy Fraser around him, alongside him.
Gary Bergen.
Graham Bergen.
Graham Bergen.
Half-back flanker in the 60, 67 and 69 flag sides. Very good footballer. There was a good half-back line of, who was the other half-back flanker? Graham Bergen, I can't think of the moment, and but he was a very strong half-back line back in them days, in those premiership years.
And just wrapping it up, Kevin Morris.
Kevin Morris, he was the other half-back flanker.
Right, he was the
other half-back flanker. He was a very tough, straight-ahead footballer, straight, he's tough as nails, and deserved his spot in the side.
Alright, say goodbye to the viewers, Barry.
Well, that's all for me, Colin, and thanks very much for all that production and the direction of this great